At Comics and Comics, we have a segment where we like to give an opinion about something, and if you've ever read any fanboy post on any message board anywhere, you understand why we call this segment, But Let's Face It. Geeks used to have a tough time consuming media. We hauled our ass to the comic book store every Wednesday, went to all science fiction movies on opening day, hiked to comic book conventions, watched anime on 15th generation VHS copies that weren't dubbed or subtitled, and camped out at Toys R Us to get action figures as soon as they were unloaded from the truck. And we were thankful, and we voraciously and wholeheartedly tore through all things geek that we could get our hands on. And because there was less geek content to consume, we became experts on it. We knew the stuff backwards and forwards, and what defined us as geeks was the level of passion involved in this intake of nerddom. But let's face it, being a geek today is becoming more about breadth of geek media intake than depth, and I'm not sure this is a good thing. Technology has made media consumption much, much easier. We've got DVRs, torrents, scans of new comic books, scanslations of manga, tons of online gaming. There's way, way more content than there used to be. It's far easier to get, but there are still only 24 hours in the day. The term geek dilettante sounds like an oxymoron, but we are seeing more and more of it. And good geeks are going bad as they half pay attention to a Legend of Korra episode while they play Angry Birds, download hentai off of Pirate Bay, and read a scanslation of Devilman Lady off of Get a Robo Blogspot. Geeks, we've got to do something. It's not going to be easy, but I believe this is a 3D chess position that can be won. And that is why I would like to institute what I call the Geek One-Strike Rule. We still should be the people who are into cool stuff before everyone else. We still should be listening to the advice of other geeks and checking out the things that they say are wonderful. But we need to be like Han Solo and drop our shipments at the first sign of an Imperial cruiser. We need to be bigger geek snobs. We need to imperiously dismiss subpar geek properties and give no second chances. It's fine if you picked up every issue of the New 52 when they debuted, but if you made it to issue 5 of Batwoman, then you're doing something wrong. And you must stop. Geeks need to have more deal breakers. Joe Chen stops doing Buffy covers for a while to take a maternity leave. See ya. The Terminator franchise introduces a female Terminator who makes her boobs bigger to get out of a traffic ticket. Hasta la vista, baby. Jar Jar shows up in one scene. Misa has to say goodbye. This is going to be messy. Me no watchin' anymore starting now. Maybe The Big Bang Theory is good, but I know that the fact that they don't mention Marvel Comics characters at all because the show is owned by Warner Brothers would really get under my skin eventually. And I'm glad that that feeling of being annoyed hasn't taken away from the time I've spent watching the 3rd season of Star Blazers on YouTube, because at the end of the day, it's one or the other. And moreover, being a geek snob isn't something that we should do, it's something that's our job. Our spider sense for shark jumping has to be better than everyone else's. People are counting on us and our taste to help them not waste their time. Because, let's face it, when we bail on the cartoon of the Batman immediately, it's more meaningful when we tell people that they must watch The Brave and the Bold. Because the things that do deliver, the things that are truly great, we need to go old school on and savor like an everlasting gobstopper.